How's it going, everybody? It's your boy DaveyOnEverything, and welcome back to the channel. So a couple videos ago I was announcing that I had started my own small company, my own small business online. Doing that was something that was 100% completely out of my realm of expertise or skill set. I had no idea where to start, how to even get to a start, anything. Like, I had no knowledge on how to start or operate a business. During the process, I gained some insight and I learned some things. And in this video, I want to share some of the insight that I gained during the process of starting my own small business. So let's get right into it, guys. Oh man, I wish there was some easy, practical, and well-made solution to start smoking weed today. You clearly haven't heard about the broken cannabis stoner starter kit, have you? What the hell is a stoner starter kit? Am I glad you asked. This here is the broken cannabis stoner starter kit. It includes one pipe, one grinder, one rolling tray, smell resistant container. It also becomes a simple instruction on how to smoke weed. And if that's something that sounds great to you, check out www.brokencannabisporducts.ca. Ha! So the first thing that I learned when I decided I was going to start a small business is that it's not as overwhelming as you think it's going to be. I think that's a big problem for a lot of people. People are afraid to take risks, and they're afraid that they're going to get into something and it's going to be too much and they're going to quit. Well, if you go into something with that kind of mindset, you're going to quit. Like, that's probably what's going to happen. So you have to go into it with a positive mindset, and you got to realize that you can take this on your own time and you can take it in baby steps. You don't have to try and do everything in a certain amount of time. You start with something small and just an idea, and you build from there. And I promise you, it's not as overwhelming as you think it's going to be. You figure it out. Basically, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna start kind of piecing it together one by one, and next thing you know, you're gonna have an entire product base or an entire piece of content or something that you can sell or you can show people, or whatever your business is. I think the next thing that I learned that I thought was very important was, you know, obviously when you're starting a business, money is important. You need capital, you need money to start your business, to buy products, to buy tools, whatever it is, you need these things. But, you know, I started my business, and, you know, I don't have a big business, but I have a website, I have a physical product that I sell with the custom packaging and custom printing, and I have video production, and you know, so yes, that's not a whole lot of a business, but I started everything that I have now, including creating my logos and graphic design and product design. Everything I started, I did it for under $2,000. So when I tell you that you don't need a ton of money to start a business, it's very doable, I think. And again, this is not the kind of business that's going to be making, you know, thousands of dollars overnight. It's a small business, and it's a small step into something bigger. So the next thing that I kind of picked up on when I was starting a business is, you know, there is a lot of back and forth between you and whatever service you're offering for your customers, or from your manufacturers, or any of the people that you deal with, really. There's a lot of back and forth. It's emails and emails and emails and emails, and sending photos and getting photos, and, you know, approving this and not. There's a lot of that, because believe it or not, people don't know what the fuck you got going on in your head, and they can't read your mind, and they don't know what you want. So they're gonna work with you to figure out what you want with your product, which was actually probably the most challenging part, especially when you get frustrated when you're not making any headway and you just feel like you're talking in circles. And don't get discouraged by the bullshit and the red tape and all the other stuff, because that's the grit, and once you get through that, you'll be happy, I promise. I think the biggest thing for me that I got out of this whole situation, this whole process in my life, is that you can't worry about what people are going to think about what you're doing, right? So, you know, I've never been a very insecure person, and I've always been fairly confident in what I'm doing, but, you know, when you start something totally new, like this YouTube was something that I started totally new and kind of out of left field, and even Broken Cannabis, when I started that, it was something out of my scope and something that people probably weren't expecting for me to do. So for me to get past the idea that people potentially could be making fun of me or talking shit about me or whatever that is, you know, I used to worry about that. Now, you know, I still get waves of like insecurity when I'm gonna post something about, when I'm gonna post a video, I'm gonna post something about Broken Cannabis. But for the most part, I got it in my head, like, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. If this is something you want to do and this is something that you're trying to pursue, just go for it, because I promise you, their opinions aren't going to matter, and odds are people are probably more supportive than you think they're going to be. When I posted the first time that I was doing this, I had so much positive feedback from even people that I haven't talked to in 10 years. People were messaging me like, good for you, man, best of luck, whatever. Man, people were probably talking shit about me, oh, look at this idiot, blah, blah, blah. And that didn't end up being the case. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are talking shit, but fuck them. If that's your biggest concern, is judgment from others, shut the fuck up. Shut your brain off. If that's wrong, go ahead and just do it. I promise you, you won't regret it, because I didn't regret it. I'm very excited that I just fired on everything that I'm doing right now, and I'm only at the very tip of the iceberg, and I just started this journey, but things are already going really well, and I'm very happy with how it's going. And I promise you, I told my girlfriend this morning, like, doing this was one of the best things I've ever done, just because it's given me purpose and it's given me something to do, a goal and an accomplishment, because I felt like I was in such a slump for so long, where, you know, I wasn't doing anything that I deemed productive. So for me, this was such a liberating experience so far. Who knows where it goes, but don't let anybody stop you, and don't listen to anybody who tells you that your idea is stupid. If somebody tries to tell you that you shouldn't do this, shouldn't start a small business, and that's what you want to do, tell them to shut the fuck up. You don't need their opinions. Go ahead and you start that small business. I think the main things that I've pulled out of starting a small business are more mental things than they are anything else. Like, I had all these preconceived ideas of what I thought it was going to take to start a small business, and all those things actually ended up not even being problems really that I had. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to have a successful business, because I'm not there yet. I can tell you that if you watch this video, you're probably thinking of starting a small business, and I hope that me dismissing those stupid ideas and these misconceptions, I hope that maybe it ignites a spark inside you and you go for it. So, you know what I mean? I'm not a successful business person. I don't know if my business is going to be a success, but I know that it can't be a success unless you start. So please, guys, go ahead and just get all the bullshit out of your head, get your idea, and just run with it. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out my website, www.brokencannabisproducts.ca. Don't even have to buy anything, just please go check it out. I love to see that there's traffic. It makes me super happy. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, throw a comment down there. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm DaveyOnEverything. Have yourself a sick day. Okay. That's something I can get behind. Good work, everybody. Go on home.